The next poet is Vick, who's a well-known cultural figure in Stroud because he organises loads of cultural events throughout the year at various times and runs a creative writing group that he'll be very willing to talk to you about if you're interested. Rick.
These poems are all new. I haven't read them before. I just hope they've been sitting in the drawer long enough to have gathered whatever they do in a drawer. The first one actually is more of a prose poem. It's called Meeting Death. The first time I met Death, he was holding a furled umbrella in his clenched hand. His jacket sleeve was pinstriped, revealing a couple of inches of white shirt cuffs secured by a round silver cufflink, embossed with an emblem of some sort, a crown surrounded by a delicate tracery of leaves. I saw this when I stooped to look under the tilted train. He must have been gripping the umbrella when the carriage jumped the tracks in the hurtling dark. What did he know in that screaming instant? That is all I saw of him. Death. That arm and hand and the tightly rolled black umbrella. I tried, but could not imagine the rest of him, torn, meshed into the mangled metal of the suddenly prematurely arrived carriage. First class, I saw. It was a mystery how his arm and hand and that umbrella had survived intact, hanging there above the torn earth. I met Death again years later after I'd quit being a reporter. I was in Nepal at the burning ghats of Pashu Party, with the ash-daubed sadhus smoking chillums, monkeys keeping watch in the trees. A child, no more than 10, his hair combed, his face innocent, as fire, when it took hold, peeled back his eyelids, stretched his lips into a smile. His mother watched her son to ashes. She sprinkled onto the slow river. The last time Death appeared to me was my father, in his bed at the care home, eyes closed. Blue striped pajama jacket buttoned to his neck, which he would not have done. His face had sunk. Two doves that had kept watch over him from a roof visible from his bed looked in. He had been glad of their presence his last days, though he had called them vain. Now, I sometimes greet the day in an old cemetery close by. I read the inscriptions, touch the worn stones, but do not meet death. Angels there are, locked in stone. Death is not here, but there awakens in me an intimation, maybe vanity, that I would like to notice that moment coming. The train crash was at Hither Green on November the 5th, 1967, for those who may remember that. 40 died on that occasion.
That was amazing, Rick. Amazing.
Thank you. Blast! This is the oldest one, which I'd completely forgotten about and then found in the back of the drawer, actually, on my computer. Blast the fates that blow so wild, that puff their vapours with such random carelessness, worn thin our skips upon the earth, our eager hurry to meet the stair that trips, the bus that passes by, ignoring the waving hand. Blast the crow, blast the breast-bright robin, blast the blithe chatter of dawn. A man runs before the light, released from lonely post in turnip field, coat streaming, eyes aghast, unable to outstrip the orbit of his terror, the staccato of his heart, the drumstick of his legs flailing upon the earth. He hears the rolling oceans in the shells of his ears, the muffled groans of the ancestors laid beneath. He stops, feels within his body a cry of despair, a lunge of twisted joy, that life contains breath and pain in such serene harmony. Thank you. And finally, no title for this one, it speaks for itself. I have lapped wine from her belly with my serpent tongue. Your embrace is vine of life, tightening to breathlessness, tense with ripening. I have wakened before dawn, your head on the pillow, eyes quivering, present and gone, stars vanishing one by one. Amazed by your name, lips parting the syllables, I marvel at the sibilance of the sun. I have been made clay by your anger, shrunk to child, and by your urgent desire I have been hardened in the kiln of your passion. To rapture we have departed, and we have been raptors circling around the scent of our fallen bodies. Plunged, plucked, torn, we have devoured. We have done what storm winds do to tide pools, and we have done what has never before been attempted beyond the flat earth and ordered skies. We have vanished and reappeared, garlanded with glory and gore. We have been outcasts and vagrants, mendicants and prophets, warriors and victims. We have been heroes and mythical beasts, merest of mortals. Thank you.
No.